Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? Happy Wednesday, everybody. I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So yes, Bitcoin on the 4-hour, we have at present successfully held this lower level of support here. Obviously this upper level of resistance, this lower level of support, a sideways channel that we were looking to hold, and yeah, we are now looking to try and accelerate away from it. So this is obviously good. The CPI numbers yesterday didn't do any serious damage to the market, coming in line, which is obviously was good from a market reaction perspective. But yeah, so looking good here. Looking like if we can get back up to this resistance, we obviously have another chance of breaking back above it, breaking above it. And then maybe we can hold above it and then continue our progression to the upside. However, though, we could still stay within this sideways range for a while, come back to the top, come back down to the bottom, maybe take out the low. All I would say is that it's good that we're off the bottom. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to break out of the top, but it does kind of give us a half decent chance of actually testing into the top. So that itself would not be so bad for the crypto market. Pretty much $1,000 move there. So yes, let's look at this S&P, see how that is reacting. It is not doing too much. You can see we had one of our crazy wicks over the CPI. We are below this resistance though, so that is of note. However, the formation is looking somewhat descending, broadening wedge-like, which is a statistically a bullish formation, and also coming off the back of a move up as well. So that would surely increase the odds of it trading to the upside. So yeah, obviously S&P moving up should drag all risk assets up with it, or whatever is driving the S&P up as a risk asset itself will drive other risk assets up also. DXY, those where we potentially have problems. This is it's similar pattern, a descending broadening wedge after a move up. Does this break onwards and upwards to the upside, or do we manage to hold below this area of resistance? This, I as I mentioned in the last video a few days ago, is what I'm keeping most of my attention on. If we do break above here, then I do think we will see a downturn in risk assets. And if we are able to move back down from here, then I think we could see a very good rally in risk assets, especially if we came all the way down to the bottom. But just to get away from the potential, just to mitigate the chances of us breaking through this top side in itself, I think would be enough to get risk assets feeling a bit more comfortable. Not anything too great to look at here. Still, we are just keeping our fingers and toes crossed that this creates a lower high relative to these highs, and most certainly does not break above this resistance. That is what we do not want in what is a potential W pattern, which could obviously take us to higher yields. We don't want that. We do not want to see that. Gold is having a little bit of a struggle here, looking like it wants to test the very bottom of it, of what I call my bull bear line for gold. So if we do trade below here, close below here, stay below here for a period of time, then there is a significant risk to the downside for this. Yeah, so it is make or break for the gold bulls here, but we all know it is a worthless pet rock, and we have gold 2.0 with our magic internet money over here. So obviously gold is irrelevant now. The Ethereum Satoshi pairing into resistance, into support, and now looking to try and move back up. I mean, if we do get a risk on that DXY doesn't break to the upside, then yes, most certainly we can come and test this level again. Do we break through? Will remain to be seen. But you would have thought the path of least resistance is back up to this resistance. Ethereum USD lost this support area, traded down to the next level of support, bounced off that, and that's back into that old support, new resistance. So does Ethereum break on through here, break back up into this range or does it get rejected here? Or I mean, just even does it just hold within this range, not necessarily having to break below this support, but does it just trade sideways in this range? We would like to hope it has got the scope here to break through and at least trade sideways in here, if we are going to trade sideways in crypto for a period of time. Let's see how those stochastics are looking. I do suspect those these should have kind of bullishly reset now. Yes, we are moving back up in the 12 hour, which is good. That is a good read. Got plenty of room to run into there. Similarly, the daily turning up from a nice low level, so that is very good to see. That is good to see. I mean, if you just kind of look at it, we turned up down here, had this massive move up. We had a move all the way back to lower than where the daily stochastic was at this point, and we've only retraced this amount. This is the definition of a bullish reset for this on this time frame for this indicator. So we have had the bullish reset. Now we can get another nice move up of obviously this magnitude, potentially. We'll see. Getting a bit of a pump here, as we can see. The buy daily though is still pointing down. However, it's lost its downward curvature, and it does look like if we do pump up from here, we could obviously turn this back up and hold the bullish zone, bullish half. 3 day coming down, 5 day turning down from a high level, weekly looking to turn down from a high level. It's not good, but then this is good. Bi-weekly, fantastic read in the bi-weekly, and obviously a good read here turning up from this low level in the monthly. So bit of a little pump we've got going on here. It is not out of the ordinary to see a pump into a TD sequential 9. So watch this to end up being a bit of a shooting star wick candle and then come back down. Obviously what level we come back down for remains to be seen, but yeah, just be aware that this is probably gonna pump up and then gonna retrace somewhat. So we shall see what happens there in the immediate short time frame that I don't particularly pay that much attention to. But that is it, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you fine people soon.